Hey guys, so today I'll be discussing my favorite golden weapons. This list is obviously updated because of Crystallize and the new molds. So starting off, we obviously have the original Sword of Fire. Pretty sure you can understand why. It's like I'm pretty sure this is the most show accurate of all of them. Pretty sure it's the most. And this just kind of looks cool right there, with the little dragon part right there. Now, moving on to the shurikens, it was kind of a hard choice, but I ultimately decided to go with the new ones. Now, there are some things that I don't like. Now, I'm split between like these being solid instead of the rubber, but at least when you grab them, they aren't as pointy, because that always bothered me all the time when you touch them like right here. With the older ones, you just be really pointy. I just didn't like that. Obviously, you could probably just kind of like rip it off a bit. And I do think these should be a bit smaller, maybe to the size of the original. But I'd say I like these more, especially with the little tip thing right there. Moving on to the nunchucks, we have the legacy version. This is my favorite. I feel like this may be the most show accurate. This one right here, used for the new one, is getting closer to being, to right here, set at the bar, it's in the middle, which is getting closer to the tip, so who knows, maybe there may be a new mold after. But I feel like if they're not gonna make them a new mold, they should just continue using these ones with the dragon. Because I think these are the better ones to use. Now, moving on to the Cypher Quakes, it definitely has to be this one. I'd say I would like the Sword Fire better. I like the Sword Fire better because it's more 3D. So this one it is up like a bit 3D, but just like by barely. It's mostly just flat. I'd say why they made it like this to where it only has like a small space to hold it, but I didn't just make the entire thing a rod. That's the one thing I would improve on. I don't care if the mold would just stay the same. But at least make it a rod. Now, one thing I realized is the reason they made it like this, because like there's like a small tiny gap in between the flat surface and the bar, so it kind of goes like a bit up and then to the bar. So they would just need to make this a bit more 3D-ish, and then we could get it to where it's bar here and a bit more detailed, or just the exact same look but more 3D like this one. So maybe the rubber, this is kind of like a rubberish material. I feel like maybe the rubberish material could work for this, but I'm not sure. Anyway, what are your guys' opinion on the new crystallized molds and your opinions on the golden weapons in general? I honestly think the sword does look cool, but as a sword of fire, not really. This mold, I guess it looks okay. Kind of looks a bit more complete when you put a shuriken on there, or maybe just put something that fits on there. Like they are getting closer as he was here. The legacy ones. And then who knows, maybe the next step is to make it closer to look right here. To make them show accurate. But I don't know, we've been kind of used to it being like this. To where, having it, to where, 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 to on up like this kind of does look a bit weird, and the way the minifigure holds it. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, goodbye now.